1, 2, 3. Do 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 do. Hello everyone. Welcome to my closet door. I have some fine images on here. This is an assignment that I did for my history class. This is a diagram of Yoshi, and this is Fast Lightning McQueen. And then there's a fat Yoshi up there, but you can't see it. But he's up there, I promise you. I made a map for my story. The story, which right now is called Project What, in all caps. There it is, Project What. This is a receipt from the library. This is my project notebook. It's cute. I have a lot to go in this notebook, so I'm kind of happy because I really like it. Even though it's kind of falling apart at the bottom. We don't have to worry about that. But I made a map for my story, and you'll see that now as I'm talking. So, the world that this island is set in, it's a man-made island that after a little bit of international aggression, it got a little out of hand, and nuclear warfare. I don't know the technical terms, but nuclear war wiped out most of the big cities everywhere. So the few bits and ends of people that lived, they got together and made an island in the middle of the Pacific called Showpad, which might be changed, but I kind of like it, the name, so I might keep it. So it's Showpad Island that they are living on. It's very small because there's very little people that lived that needed assistance, I should say, because there are more rural areas that I thought about that didn't need help, so they kind of just stayed where they were and they made their own little tribes on the mainlands. In here, to set everything up, when I first started making this story up, here are my characters. Maybe I'll do a video on them too. I love them. I love my little babies. So here is my first iteration of this island. That is bad. At first, actually, I didn't think it would be an island. I wanted it to be in the middle of the Europe, Asia continent, and then eventually I was like, an island? So I made it an island instead. Honestly, because it just works better for me. And as you can see, it's very small in comparison to the little buildings. Probably because I was lazy and I just made big squares everywhere. But they're still kind of big on this island, and they probably could be smaller, but who cares? The story, however, when I first made this map, was very different than it is now. Because I don't really think I had a conflict in it. It was just sort of an idea. That's how all my stories happen. They're just ideas that I start writing about, and I'm like, oh wait, this needs to be challenged. And then I start. I wanted to tell this in first person because two of my favorite books, Ready Player One and The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, are both in first person, and I love those books, but I can never bring myself to write first person because it makes it sound like I'm talking about myself, and that just makes me feel weird. I don't know. So I always write in third person. I was gonna write this in first person, and that would make it a lot easier to add in context, but obviously that didn't work, so I rethought the story, and now it's in third person, and it's told from my three characters' perspectives. Three characters, two perspectives. It changes as they split up and meet up again. I had a whole thing in first person about what happened, some context for Earth. I also made this a brainstormy thing about what happened before the island, and it was crazy, to say the least. I thought of this story, this whole thing, after an assignment I had in English. I had an assignment in my English class to write a descriptive, the most descriptive paragraph you ever could, and I did, and I was like, yo, I could turn that into like a story if I tried. It was like a dystopian city thing that I described in that paragraph, and it had a school in the middle that was in like complete juxtaposition to it, and I was like, Why not just turn that into a whole thing? And I did, and that's not the whole thing. It is, the school thing is there, but it's not the whole thing. Now, I've got 30,000 words in a story, thanks to that English assignment. So, should I be thanking my English teacher? Probably. Thanks. You got me a whole new story. Goals that I have for the story this year, I want to get the first draft done, and I want to print it out so I can work on it for next camp, which is in July. I have 3 months until then, so I'm gonna try and finish the story. I'm finishing Act 2 this month for camp, April Camp NaNoWriMo, but I'm gonna try and finish the entire story before July so I can edit it. And I'm scared to do that because I'm not good at conflict. Alright, if there's any more time lapse left of the me drawing, I'm gonna show that now. Okay, now I printed it out. Look at her. And I'm gonna put it in here, not on top of the old one, because, you know, I want to keep that there, I guess. If you've been watching my Camp NaNoWriMo vlogs, which there's only 2 out so far, I think. This is my Camp NaNoWriMo chart to figure out how much I've done. So what I'm going to do is, right next to it is a blank page. So that's where this is gonna go. I gotta cut it out. I kind of cut off the sides a little bit. Okay. It's very low res, but it serves its purpose, so I'm fine with that. Now, here it goes. You're not gonna see it because I can't glue it like that, but I will show it to you, I promise. And it's down. Look at that. 1 second. Look at that. It's in the book, bro. There it is. My improved map from this glob. Oh my god. I wanted to talk about how I made it. How I made my map. I took it from 3 different references that all were my references. Hopefully I'll try and put them in. I had the old blob of a city that I took from to section out the districts, and then I had a Minecraft world that I tried to blow up the scale on, and then I had another Minecraft world that wasn't related to this story that just had a really cool island that my sister and I were building stuff on. So I was like, I can use that as reference, and if you look at the photo, look at the map, they're quite similar. And then to mash them all together, I have my iPad, just an iPad, not an iPad Pro, iPad Mini, just an iPad with little stickers on it. And I have Procreate, it's up there, and then I just have an Apple Pencil as well. And I just have a folder for my story, and there's the map. I did it all in one day, because I was just like, I'm gonna do this. And I think I have 5 hours on this. It took me 5 hours to make this, which is crazy, but I'm proud of it. There she is. I like it. I feel like it could be a little more detailed, but oh, if you're wondering why this looks like that, it was just the school design that I came up with in Minecraft, and I liked it, so there it is. There's the school, the utopia in the rest of this mess. So that is my map. That is a bit about my story and its background. I saw this from Kate Kavanaugh. I'm pretty sure everyone that likes writing videos watches her, but I'll link the video that inspired me below so you guys can watch it and maybe get inspired yourselves. I don't know. But that's my map. That's my story. That's it all. Thanks to my English teacher for that writing assignment. peace. Goodbye.